I want to show you guys my favorite items for bottle feeding your baby. I have tried tons of products on the market, and I just want to show you the things that I have found the most helpful, can't live without items for bottle feeding your baby. If you're bottle feeding your baby, the number one issue is that if you are making your formula or your breast milk ahead of time or pumping your breast milk ahead of time, most of the time you want that milk to be given to your baby like lukewarm or warm. A lot of babies do refuse cold milk. So that's where a bottle warmer comes in. And with my second baby, I did use this one. It's a Bubos bottle warmer. It's like a very basic version that you can get on Amazon. You add a little bit of water into the bottom, and then you just select the option to warm the bottle. It usually takes, I think, around like a minute and 30 seconds, maybe 2 minutes. You do have to play with it to make sure that you don't get it too hot. But the problem is what I just said, waiting. Nobody wants to wait for their bottle to warm up, especially not your screaming, hungry baby. So that is when I found my absolute must-have item if you are formula feeding your baby. I'm going to show you. This is the Baby Brezza water warmer. I love this because first of all, it's affordable. If you've seen the Baby Brezza Formula Pro, it's a more expensive machine. And what that one does is it has formula in the top and it mixes your bottles for you, which is definitely helpful. But there has been a lot of kind of chatter on the internet, especially in recent years, that maybe that machine wasn't measuring the formula properly. I've never had that experience with it, but just to be safe with baby number 3, I decided to go for this as a cheaper, just as good option in my opinion. So with the Baby Brezza water warmer, you add water to here to the max line. And basically you plug it in, you select the temperature, which they have 3 temperature options, which is cold, warm, and hot. We always keep it on warm. And then every time I need to make a bottle, my water is already ready to go. So all you do is put the bottle under here, press the lever, and you have your perfect temperature water to make your formula bottle. Cleaning is simple and very low maintenance. I add filtered water to the top, of course, and it's just great. Speaking of bottles, I've been a Dr. Brown's customer for many, many years, starting with my first baby. I use the original bottles with baby number 1 and 2. And so for baby number 3, they had this new option, which these are the options plus wide neck bottles. Now that's going to be good for a baby that has been previously breastfed and prefers the breast because it has the wider nipple you can see here. It's a similar design to the original Dr. Brown's bottles, which it does have parts, which some people don't love that, but I've never really found it to be too annoying. The parts on the inside, this is kind of the signature Dr. Brown's piece. And the reason is this is an air vent and it helps air to travel out of your bottle so that your baby is taking in less air, which hopefully leads to less issues with gas collection in their belly. I have really enjoyed using these bottles with my current baby and highly recommend. So I just talked about all the parts in the Dr. Brown's bottles, which again, it's not that many. I think it's 2 extra parts versus a normal standard bottle. But if when you are cleaning any type of bottle, I find these little munchkin brushes to be really great. They have all these different sizes. I think this whole thing is like $7 and it has all the different sizes to clean any type of part that your bottle might come with. I also find them very handy for cleaning toddler cups down the road, so keep that in mind. I've talked on TikTok before about cleaning your bottles and how you should really try to avoid cleaning bottles in the kitchen sink. And the reason for that is your kitchen sink is kind of a very great environment for bacteria. So we don't want to clean anything like a baby's bottle that's going to be going into their mouth in an area that might have gross kind of bacteria that could potentially make them sick. So what we want to do is create an environment that's just for bottle cleaning and makes things a little bit easier on us as parents. And that is where I discovered this basin. And it's just it's just a plastic basin that I got on Amazon. It does have a drain in the middle. So what I do during the day is I have this on the side of my sink. I collect dirty bottles in it throughout the day. And then at the end of the day, I wash all my bottles in hot water and my special baby soap in here. And then you can drain the water out through your kitchen sink. And this is what we use for bottle cleaning. I also like that it has the feature to be, it's collapsible. I can't really show you right now, but you can see it kind of folds in on the sides. So if you do need to store it, it's very easy to store somewhere else. Speaking of bottle storage, if you have ever been to a baby shower, you've probably seen a lot of moms get the typical lawn item that goes on your counter and you kind of stick all the pieces in and that helps water to drain and that's where you dry your bottle items. Well, I had that with my first baby and I had a much smaller kitchen and I just found that the width of the lawns were taking up way too much counter space that I did not want to give up. So when I found this with my second baby, I was so excited because this is a vertical bottle storage option. So this is the OXO Tot bottle rack, and basically it holds 9 bottles. You can put all your pacifiers and different parts up here and down here. I've had this for, gosh, almost, I guess, 3 years now. And I just absolutely love this. I give this for baby shower gifts all the time. This is what you want to store your bottles. So there you have it. Those are my favorite items for bottle feeding your baby. I hope you liked this video and found it helpful. I will link all these items down below. Please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.